We are back to discuss a different horror con. You want to tell them who we talked to?
Well, yeah, keep me honest here, but I guess the first one we ran into was our good buddy Joe Davison, yeah?
Yeah, we did. You may recognize him when you watch the interview. He was in Stranger Things Season 2. He was one of the scientists that works with Paul Reiser's character. Then we also talked to Zach from Brainbuster Video. Zach is the one you'll see in this interview right off the bat. He gets a public apology from yours truly because he was supposed to be interviewed during Tampa Bay Screams, and the sound wasn't great, so we didn't use it.
And then our last two interviews, some friends of mine, Mr. RJ Rackley, not only is he a good buddy, but he is an extremely talented leathersmith.
Yes.
And his wife is extremely creative as well, Lisa.
And then let's not forget, from Cat F Art,
also known as Cat Fart.
Yes, she is an eclectic, awesome artist. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and jump right into our conversation with one Mr. Joe Davison.
What's up? Welcome back to the show. Is this recording?
Technically it is, yes. So,
okay.
Yeah, you're good.
There is no film in this camera. Hi, welcome to Spookala.
Yeah.
I'm here with Four Horsemen Publishing. These are my publishers. I have books. I have this book here I wrote called Journey into Hell.
Nice.
I'm also in Stranger Things. You can't tell. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. I feel like I'm being interviewed. Well, and then my first favorite movie of all time is The Thing by John Carpenter.
Okay, good man.
I love that.
Good people.
And then I'll bring that right on down to Evil Dead 2 at my number 2 spot.
Nice.
Right? And then number 3 is Friday the 13th, part 7.
If you said 5, we were gonna walk away.
Right. Yeah. And then let's see. And then I'm gonna go right into House of the Devil because I thought that's a better.
West.
Yeah, it's a better modern.
I'm a fan.
Even though it was
How
set
do
in
you
the
feel,
80s.
Tyson?
You don't like Ty West?
No, he.
What have you been up to, man? I follow you on Instagram now.
I'm here, and I'm just trying to. Get another movie funded. I got Sorority, which is my big horror film, just dropping the end of this year. It's got Felissa Rose and Richard Elfman.
Sweet.
Myself, Sarah French is in it. A lot of people. Yeah, it's a really cool, fun horror comedy.
Yeah,
Comes
man.
out in theaters.
Nice.
So apparently we're going to do this exactly the way I said we weren't, which is introduce each of these interviews separately.
Well, then we'll keep it quick.
We'll keep it super quick.
How about, in this case, then, we cut right to, I believe, my conversation with my good buddy RJ Rackley of Runestone Leatherworks and Poison Strands.
I'm Tyson, coming to you live from Spookala in California, here with one of my oldest, dearest, horniest friends, Mr. R.J. Rackley of Runestone Leatherworks and Poison Strands, right?
Yeah, wife is the Poison Strands portion. I do the leather work, and she does the yarn work.
So tell us about your wares and how your weekend's been going.
Well, the weekend's been going good. The con has been pretty flush as far as people go and that kind of thing. We start off a little slow on Fridays usually. A lot of people actually have some pretty good sales. We had some pretty good stuff as well. And then it's obviously picked up. So for our booth, we're like a 3-part system. We have Cat from Cat F Art. So Cat Fart is what we call her, and it's kind of a really catchy name. My wife is all of the crochet stuff is her. She goes by Poison Strands, and then I do custom leather work, and I go by Runestone Leatherworks. So we're a 3-part system that we like kind of really like to call ourselves almost like a spooky Cracker Barrel. It's like the more you see, or the more you look, the more you see kind of thing. And we're fondle friendly, which means you can pick stuff up, squeeze it, flip it up, rub it down. Oh no. You know, that kind of stuff.
So if folks want to check your stuff out online, I know you guys have got an Instagram page, right?
We do, yeah.
So where can our watchers find Runestone Leatherworks and Poison Strands?
Well, you can find the Runestone Leatherworks at runestone.leatherworks.com, or on Insta, same thing, Runestone Leatherworks.
We'll put the links and everything in the description.
Yeah, perfect. Absolutely.
We're now halfway there, and we're going to keep it short and sweet, like you said. And I say we kick it over to Zach and Luna at Brainbuster Video and SheWolfMedia.
Hey, we are here from Mom and Pop Video Shop with Zach from Brainbuster Video. Now, I'm going to say this to the people.
Okay.
You know, all 4 that are watching right now.
Right. The dozens and dozens.
The dozens and dozens that are watching right now. I owe Zach an apology, a personal apology. which is why I feel, which is good because it makes me feel obligated to like buy a whole bunch of stuff from him, which I'm sure he'll play off on that totally.
Nothing says I'm sorry like
spending money.
The greatest apology known to man, capitalism.
I owe him an apology because we saw him at Tampa Bay Screams, which you've just seen those videos. You'll know that he did an interview with us, one of those chat GP trivias, and that one, let's just say the audio didn't work out.
I jumped through an awful lot of hoops.
He really did. So I owe him an apology. That is the first part of this. Second part is Brainbuster Video. What is it? Why should they find you online or wherever if they happen to be at a con like this one? Here's Spookala. How can they find your awesome work and her awesome art as well?
Thank you. So yes, Brainbuster Video. Our belief since day one is that entertainment peaked at VHS, and so we are making it our mission to bring back the glory days of VHS into the modern era. Be that films that came out on VHS and are way too expensive for what they are, or features that came out after the VHS boom that deserve to be on VHS. And so A1 since day one, we want to bring the glory of VHS back to the modern era, and if we can dodge cease and desist while we're doing that, all the better. That's the dream.
And would you like to tell them who you are and what awesome work you do?
Absolutely. I am the counterpart, the second half of Brainbuster Video. My name is Luna, and I run SheWolfMedia. We make occult pop culture goods, a lot of good spooky shit, and a little dab of sacrilegious if you're into tarot cards or unholy rosaries and Ouija planchettes.
You're a raised Catholic, you should be in there.
Oh yeah.
Exactly. All of the aesthetic, none of the religious trauma. That's what we shoot for.
Exactly.
So we will share with you at the shop something that we procured from Luna that is awesome, along with the tapes. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna step over here for a second so I don't die. Yes, but anyway, so please check out their stuff. Fantastic people, fantastic work.
And speaking of short and sweet,
Yes.
here's our interview with Cat Fart.
Oh, hey, Tyson.
Oh, hey! Tyson here, Mom and Pop Video Shop, and I'm here with the lovely, the incomparable Cat F Art, also known as Cat Fart.
Thank you. Hi. There it is.
So we're here in Spookala.
Yes.
Ocala. It is June 2023. This is the last day of the convention, so we decided to come by and say hey to you and RJ and see how the con was going and share some of your wares.
And tell people what it is you do.
And where they can find you.
Yes, absolutely. I like to call myself a garbage artist. So everything that I do incorporates something that's recycled, found, refurbished, and resurrected. So every single item has got something in it that came basically from the dumpster. All right, so one of my absolute favorite items and my favorite things to do are the faux taxidermy. Nothing against real taxidermy, but man, nothing beats the limitlessness of fantasy animals. Every single one of these things is eco-bricked with recycled paper, recycled plastic, recycled styrofoam, and basically anything else I can shove inside of them. It's like my Saturday night. But yeah, I try to do a little bit of everything. I get bored very easy. So we've got painting, we've got sewing, we've got sculpture. Basically, I try to have a little bit of everything for anybody. So much like with most artists, I started out just in a really deep depression and found out that, man, making stuff really helps. And now we have all of this. You can find me on Instagram. You can contact me for any kind of custom items. I take requests, and I like to just shoot the shit. So, can I cuss on this show? Excellent.
And keep an eye out because we may have picked up something special for Mom and Pop Video Shop.
Oh, yeah.
A very unique piece of artwork from Cat Fart that might find its way into the shop. And when it does, we will point that out on the show.
All right, so we are here, and obviously things have changed a bit, right, Tyson?
Yeah, the setting seems to have changed drastically.
A little bit. Well, kind of. I mean, I'm still technically.
Well, I've disappeared.
Yeah,
I've disappeared.
You
from
are no
Mom and
longer in the
Pops.
studio. Yeah. Long story short, I was editing and realized, and I asked Tyson his opinion, and he correctly surmised the Spookala interview / we're going to show you some of the stuff we got there. Video went on way too long. So we decided to break it into two parts. This is the outro. So we are for the first part, which was the interviews. So we hope you enjoyed those. Be sure to leave any comments below related to the people we talked to, what they talked about, small cons, anything you want. We love hearing from you. We've been getting gradually more and more comments, and we love that. We love to interact with everybody who is watching and has been kind enough to us to give us the time of day, which is why we want to respect your time. So
Absolutely.
So definitely check that out if you're so inclined. If you haven't already subscribed, we'd love to have you on board this little experiment of ours. And so stay tuned. Next week we will release part 2, which will be more or less the stuff that we got from some of the vendors that we interviewed in this particular episode.
Yep, absolutely. And, most importantly, we'll put all the links to their respective websites and Etsy pages and Instagram. Check out all the fine folks that we interviewed, see all the awesome stuff that they make. And if you're able and you have the room in your house, like clearly Joel and I have in our houses to fill it with trinkets and spooky Cracker Barrel items.
Clearly.
But please consider supporting those small business folks that we talk to, because, that's how they make a living, and it's awesome, one-of-a-kind stuff. So I guess with that, then we'll see you next time, as Joel mentioned, for sort of our unboxing, Thrill of the Hunt reveal of what we picked up at Spookala. But I guess in the meantime, remember that at Mom and Pop's, our love of
true romance
never stops.
Clarence and Alabama are chasing the American dream. The only problem is, half of America is chasing them. From the director of Top Gun and Beverly Hills Cop 2 comes a Bonnie and Clyde for the 90s. Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette, True Romance. Rated R. Starts Friday, September 10th at a theater near you.
And, one of my favorite things about the conventions most recently is that I've been splitting my booth with RJ, and 1, because he's so phenomenal, and 2, because the products that come out of him and his wife are spectacular. Specifically, these absolutely wonderful barrettes, all handmade, all custom done. I even got myself a custom set. I am, actually. Okay. This one was super custom made for me.
I feel like now it's like a red carpet thing, and I should be asking, who are you wearing?
You should see. Look.
Absolutely. This is a custom item made for me. For the biggest celebrity here.
Let's get a little close up on that. Can we have a close up on that?
Oh, please.
So was
yes.
it your idea, or was it Lisa's idea, or was it Kat's idea? Because that is fantastic. Does she have any more? That's what I got to say.
It's custom just for me.
That was amazing.